Rockeyez would like to welcome Dave Incognito, Incognito Theory. Hey, man, what's up? What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Brian? How's everything going, brother?
Everything's going really good, really good. Let's get into the new record right away and stuff like that. Tell me a little bit about it, how many songs, where you recorded, who played on it. I know Jay is a huge factor in production and everything else. So give me the whole lowdown.
All right, well, on February 20th, we released an EP called Desire, which had 3 songs on it, which is 2 special guests. On our song Draw the Line, we had Lee Richards of Dropbox and Richards Crane. And on Desire, we had Mike LePond of SymphonyX and Mike LePond Silent Assassins.
Cool.
We're currently in Violent Sound Studios right now. We do everything in-house. The record is probably going to have about 10 songs on it. We're 7 songs in now,
right,
which will be the 3 from the EP plus a bunch of new ones.
Right.
Recently on Sunday, Mike went in and he tracked bass for a couple of the new tunes on the record, which they sound incredible. He's doing an amazing job.
Right.
For the EP, I had my friends in Gathering After Ashes helping me with that. Which they just came in to start everything up again because, as you know, Incognito Theory formed in 2009. And then I took a break. Dying Eyes of Sloth took off, and which we're still doing that, and things are going great there as well. But for the record now, I finally got a full lineup, permanent lineup, which is myself, Jay Prusak, who's also the lead guitarist of Dying Eyes of Sloth, Jerry Gomez, which is the original bassist of Dying Eyes of Sloth, which he's actually back in the band.
Right.
He's playing second rhythm guitar and leads and backing vocals. And Tim Prochman, which I know you remember him. He's from the band Level. He's doing the drums on it. And Mike LePond of SymphonyX and Mike LePond Silent Assassins he just became a permanent member of Incognito Theory.
Cool. Now, can you go over some of the songs for me and a meaning to each song and stuff like that, or are you not ready for that?
I can give you some of the stuff. Okay, well, I mean, let's see. Draw the Line is pretty much your straightforward, driven song about never giving up on your dreams and creativity, and just pretty much a very driven, straightforward song. It's about not giving up on something.
Right.
Desire was inspired by a really good friend of mine, and it's about wanting something that, you... How would I put this? It's about wanting something and desiring something, something you can have, but you still, desire it. I guess that would be the best way that I could put that. And then My Dying Soul was about a really good friend of mine who had a drug addiction problem. And, of course, that
right,
nothing bad happened there. But, I mean, it was just like, really, really dear friend of mine. And, I wanted to, I was seeing all that, and I just wrote these lyrics, and that's how everything came about with that.
all right.
Let's see, Ashes Divide. That song is pretty much about my relationship with my father,
Right.
Which, of course, nowadays things are going great. I mean, like back when I was younger, things were a little, sketchy, but you know how it is growing up. You're a father too, so
Right.
it's like, I mean, no bad blood there or anything like that. It's just that, like, from an adolescent to a teenager, rebellion, stuff like that. And, now I'm a grown-up and I'm also a dad myself. And now me and him, I actually finally understand what he's been trying to tell me my whole life.
Right.
Let's see, This Present was written for JP's mom, who passed away a couple of years ago.
I remember that.
So that that was on. We actually brought that back, rewrote it and stuff like that, and things sound impeccable. You have no idea. Soil Burns. That was about the recent floodings that happened in New Orleans and stuff like that.
Right.
I was like watching that stuff on TV and seeing all those poor people have a lot of things happen to them. So that's when I came up with those lyrics for that. Let's see. Down, which is a fairly brand new one. Down is there's some That's like for that song, it's up for debate.
Right.
Some people would think one thing, some people would think something different. So I kind of don't want to just be like, "Hey, look, this is what I was feeling."
Right.
I kind of want people to form their opinion around that.
That's cool.
Let's see what else. We do have a brand new one that's actually going to be coming in. It's going to be called Whiskey Fueled.
Okay.
Of course, that's just your good old straight up let's jam and have a good time kind of song.
Right.
Just everybody out there with their friends and their girls and everything, just having a great time, barbecuing, just chilling out. And, one of those fun kind of I don't want to say Buck Cherry kind of song, but, just a really fun kind of song.
Right.
Let's see what else. Trying to figure out what else I got here. Actually, 1 second, I'm thinking. I gotta think about it. It's crazy, man, but I got so much going on, it's nuts, but...
Right.
We also, what else do we got going on here? We did book a show.
Okay.
November 19th, we will be showcasing at QXT's.
Okay.
That's going to be the only show for the year until the record. As of right now, the record is looking at winter 2017.
Cool.
That is where we're at.
Right.
Jay is in pre-production with stuff. We still got a couple more things that we have to do. Mike's got to go in and do some more bass. Most of the vocals are done already. I have to do a couple of things there. We did get sponsored by Colcock Whiskey, which,
right.
That whiskey's amazing. Tattoo Tony Under My Skin sponsors us. Uncle Frank from Metal Noise, of course. And then, of course, we got, DJ JD from Nuclear Rock Radio. He does a lot for us as well. But, yeah, pretty much everything's been like kind of smooth sail. I mean, like, we are working on some bigger stuff. It's just going to take some time.
Right.
Like I said, I just recently got the permanent new lineup, so now it's just trying to get everybody worked in and, getting them prepared and stuff. But we kind of wanted to showcase something for everybody. That's why I released the Desire EP in February, just to give everybody a taste of the new Incognito Theory, and now they're finally going to get a full-length record. We did figure out what we were going to title the record, so the title of the record is going to be Incognito Theory, Ashes Divide.
Cool.
That's going to be the name of the album.
Right.
So that's pretty much where we're at with things. Jay's doing all the production. He's doing all the mixing, mastering, engineering. There is 2 different drummers on the record, of course, because George did the George Nobre from Gathering did the drums on the 3 songs for the EP.
Right.
So it's pretty much him and Tim Prochman. There will be another drummer if all goes well. We're going to have the drummer from Raftree, because he actually the Whiskey Fueled song is actually a collaboration between me and Jay and Ken Raftree of Raftree.
Right.
I have a couple of special guests coming in. So it's pretty much me doing this and having a couple of my friends that I respect their work come in and help me and, to make this record. And then I put a lineup behind it, and now we're gonna start playing shows and stuff.
Okay.
It's just gonna take a little bit of time, to do this.
Wow. So how'd you hook up with Mike LePond of SymphonyX?
Mike and I have been friends a while. We've always saw each other in passing. The way this went down was I was at DJ JD's Metallic Cave for Nuclear Rock Radio. He was having a Christmas party, and Mike was there, and he played Draw the Line. And we just got talking and stuff, and I was saying who the special guest was, Lee Richards, blah, blah, blah. And I turned to Mike, and I said, hey, Mike, listen, you think, I would love to have another special guest, and I have this ballad that I'm working on, which is the title track of my EP called Desire. Would you be interested in doing it? And he said, sure, why not? And he came in, dude, and let me tell you something, man. He walked in to Asylum Studios, which is Gathering's place.
Right.
And he was in there maybe not even 45 minutes, dude. He blasted through it, dude.
Cool.
Amazing job. Dude, he's a really amazing guy. Really awesome person. Great friends. And an amazing artist. Very creative person. He has a lot of ideas. And I really respect and love his work. So I'm very grateful to have him aboard on this.
Cool.
Which I didn't even know how that was going to happen. But we did do a show at Dingbats a while back. And he came in as a special guest. And lo and behold, he said, I asked him, I said, I'm looking for a bass. Would really love for you to stick around. And he said, sure, man.
Cool.
And it's such an honor to have him a part of this. And, but see, for me, Brian, it's like, yeah, he's Mike LePond from SymphonyX, but for me, he's Mike, my friend.
Right, yeah.
Like, this is not about, oh, hey, I got these special guests, and, oh, it's about clout and money and all this. It's not about that for me. You know, music is life. Dream big, live the life. But I have, you know me, dude, I say it all the time, go big, go home. You know, I mean, but I've been doing this for over 20 years. I did stop doing clean vocals for a little while to bring back Dying Eyes of Sloth, and things are going so great there. But I realized, since I had my son and everything, that, you know, I'm a versatile vocalist, and I wanted to showcase, you know, my creativity.
Right.
So this has been a really fun ride for all of us, you know, and I'm really grateful to have Jay on board. Of course, Jay and I have been playing together 18 years. Jerry was actually my first guitar player from when me and him were kids. We were in a couple different bands, and to have him coming back and play with Sloth, and to have him in Incognito Theory now it's really awesome, you know, to have like all these, you know, especially my close friends,
right,
to be involved, you know.
Right. Now, when next year, when I guess you start touring and stuff like that, you plan on just staying on the East Coast, the West Coast, or going through the whole country?
We're gonna for now. I mean, like the most important thing for us is, you know, to obviously finish and create the best record that we can, put our best foot forward. Probably gonna do a lot of East Coast stuff first. You know, we did talk about branching out and trying to get out to like California, play the Whiskey Go Go, and, you know, stuff like that. But it's just gonna take a little bit of time, you know.
Right. Definitely.
We just got to sit back and figure out how that's going to happen. But, you know, for now, we're definitely going to go up the East Coast, New York, Pennsylvania. We do have a lot of promoters involved, you know, that are interested in booking us already. So it's just a question of, you know, when the guys are ready. You know, we're all still in transition right now of getting everybody prepared to do this first showcase show at QXTs. I mean, we did do a couple little small ones, like when we released the EP.
Right.
We did play QXTs, and we only did the EP. We did the 3 songs, which was really crazy because it was a double duty night for me and Jay, because we also had Dying Eyes of Sloth on the bill that night with Gathering After Ashes.
Wow.
So, but we went in there and we did the same thing at Dingbats. We did the same thing, double duty.
Wow.
You know, just to kind of give everybody a taste of what was going on. But this showcase for QXTs on November 19th is actually going to be the first full performance,
right,
of Incognito Theory. We're probably going to do 90% of the record.
Right.
So it's definitely going to be a really, really fun time. But, you know, everything's been going great, man. I mean, I'm so grateful for everything. Dude, let me tell you something, man. That Through Fire interview you did with Justin, man, amazing.
Right. Yeah.
Amazing. I love those guys, dude. I'm actually friends with Grant. Really awesome guy. I've never met him in person yet. I'm actually going to go to the Maxwell show on September 7th and go and hang out.
That's awesome.
And finally get to meet him. Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
Cool. Well, Dave Incognito Theory. Hey, man, thanks a lot. I appreciate it, and best of luck. And would you like to say anything to the fans out there?
Thank you all very much, Ryan. Of course, you. We've been good friends a long time. Thank you so much for the interview. To all our fans, hit us up at Incognito Theory. We have a Facebook page. We have Twitter. We have Bandcamp and everything. We have Reverb Nation. Try to make it out to the shows. I want to thank you all for your support for, of course, Incognito Theory, Dying Eyes of Sloth. If you want to know anything about Dying Eyes of Sloth, you can go to dyingeyesofsloth.com, too. You know what, Brian, I didn't even bring this up, but I'm going to say it anyway. Sloth's got a really big show at Dingbats with Malevolent Creation Incantation. If anybody wants tickets, dyingeyesofsloth.com, they can go there and get them.
Wow.
Special thanks to my boys and my bands, Jay and Jerry and Timmy and Mike, and, you know, I can't thank everybody enough for showing so much support for both projects, Incognito Theory, Dying Eyes of Sloth, and, of course, Tattoo Tony of Under My Skin, Colcock Whiskey, Uncle Frank of Metal Noise TV, and Jerry, my good friend over at the Metallic Cave and Nuclear Rock Radio.
Cool. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for everything. And, dude, we love Rockeyez Magazine, dude, and we love you, Brian. So thank you for everything.
Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you later, man.
See you, brother.